Can you translate out loud so everybody can hear? I understand this room is divided in half. I understand this is going to be a very emotional decision regardless of how it is. This jury has worked hard for almost 2 weeks. I will not tolerate anyone making them feel bad about the verdict they have reached. There will be no outbursts. If there are any outbursts, you will be immediately removed. Do you understand?
Entiendo que esta sala
Okay,
está
let's bring in the
dividida en
jury.
dos.
Let me translate.
Entiendo que la sala está dividida en dos bandos. Cuando salga el jurado y leamos el veredicto, no quiero ningún tipo de reacción emotiva de parte de nadie. No quiero que hagan sentir mal al jurado sobre la decisión que han tomado. No voy a tolerar a nadie que reaccione en la sala y serán removidos si lo hacen.
Excellent. You can translate. Excellent. Let's bring in the jury.
All right. Please rise for the jury.
Right, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand you've reached a verdict. If you'll please hand it to the bailiff. Right. The verdict seems to be in order. Mr. Marin, if you would please stand up. In the matter of the state of Florida versus Manuel Marin, case number F18-6687A, we, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, murder in the second degree. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included crime. Did the defendant carry, use, display, or threaten to use a weapon in the course of committing manslaughter? Yes. Count 2, criminal conspiracy. A, criminal conspiracy to commit kidnapping. The defendant is guilty of criminal conspiracy to commit kidnapping. He did not use, carry, or threaten to use a weapon in the course of committing criminal conspiracy to commit kidnapping. On B, criminal conspiracy to commit murder in the second degree. The defendant is guilty of criminal conspiracy to commit aggravated battery as a lesser included crime and did not carry, use, display, or threaten to use a weapon in the course of committing that offense. On count 3, kidnapping, the defendant is guilty of kidnapping, so say we all, signed by the foreperson, Ariel Gandulla. Would either side like to have the jury polled?
Yes, sir.
All right. Madam Clerk, if you'll please poll the jury.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard the court read the verdict. If this is your verdict, answer yes. If not, answer no. Miriam Alonso? Yes. Abel Canella?
Yes.
Ernesto Melendez?
Yes.
Tahimi Real?
Yes.
Seville Rojas? And Skivic Pena? All is seated in the verdict.
All right, you may be seated, Mr. Manuel. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request may come from those who are simply curious or from those who might seek to find fault with you. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. And with that, if you'll please follow Ray out, I will hand you all your certificates in the back hallway in a moment.
Please rise for the jury.
All right, everyone please be seated. Mr. Marin, the jury having found you guilty on count 1 of manslaughter, I hereby adjudicate you guilty of manslaughter. On count 2, the jury having found you guilty of criminal conspiracy. One of them was aggravated battery, the other was kidnapping. I assume both sides will agree that what I should do is adjudicate only on the kidnapping. I mean, it's criminal conspiracy, it didn't matter which one it was. So I adjudicate you guilty of criminal conspiracy to commit kidnapping. And on count 3, I adjudicate you guilty of kidnapping. Mr. Guillaume, would you like a pre-sentence investigation?
I mean, speak to him. Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to order a pre-sentence investigation. I'll set it to be returned on May 12th, 2023. At that time, I'll set a sentencing date, assuming the pre-sentence investigation is complete. Is there anything else today from the state?
Nothing else from the state, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You all have a good day.
All rise.
Good?
I'm on Watson.
Okay. Appreciate it. Only been for trial, so the trial is pretty smooth. Much, we're good.